Hello, it's your boy David. Do you remember, like, I don't know, probably most of you don't remember actually, but when I started Movie Monday, like, at the start of 2019 on the main channel, I used to, like, record it like this. Used to just, like, sit down on a chair and just record like this of doing Godzilla marathons. That was pretty fun way back when. I need to find a marathon to do at some point because they were definitely quite fun. I need to find time though. There's so much to edit nowadays, and I got full-time work, so it's a bit harder to find time. I need to find the time to watch all the Harry Potter movies. But anyway, this one's about bad education, so it's not going to be very long, this review, because I don't have too much to say. That's not to say it's a bad movie. It's actually quite interesting. But when I first heard about Bad Education coming out, starring Hugh Jackman, first of all, before I found out Hugh Jackman was in it, I was just like, well, there's a TV show in the UK called Bad Education, which is really funny. I thought it might be based on that. It is not. It's completely unrelated, based on a true story, starring Hugh Jackman and a few other notable actors. And it's a HBO home video movie. It came out like a few weeks ago, I think. It's a quite recent movie. Came out on digital on HBO. And yeah, it's about America's biggest embezzlement case in terms of schools. So it's about people, head teachers, well, superintendents as they're called at school. It's about the heads of the school stealing money from the school, using the school funds for their own personal gain. And this movie is about, in a way, about how they did it, what they used the money for, and also how they got caught. So this is like a true story from back in 2002, I think. Not everything. I don't think every scene is accurate. I mean, it's not possible for every scene to be accurate, but it does show the general events of what happens regarding these people that stole money from the school, and it had a big effect on, obviously. I mean, the media obviously reported it eventually, and it had a big effect on the area and the state, because obviously having a good school is a big part of, you know, what your area is like, if that makes sense. It explains better in the movie, but it showed how it had how when this information came out, it had an effect on other things, and it was quite interesting. It was definitely quite interesting. I don't have too much to say, but what I got to say is there's some great acting in this. The serious scenes, the emotional scenes, that's when the acting is at its best. Hugh Jackman's really good at that. He's really good at doing slow emotional scenes. This movie is slow. There's not like anything action-wise that happens. It's a very slow movie. It's pretty much all reliant on dialogue and a few other scenes, but it relies on the characters to carry the story forward. And I felt the actors did a damn good job. The actors did a damn good job. And Hugh Jackman is just so damn good. Like, he's so damn good at doing serious characters, serious scenes, emotional scenes. Maybe that's why I'm so good at Wolverine, because Wolverine is one of those characters that has a dark history, you know, and he played that character so well. But he's such a damn good actor. He's something else, that's for sure. But when it comes to the scenes where it's hard to explain without spoiling it, or I don't know if I can spoil a true story movie, but it is based on a true story. Before this movie, I had no idea about this story. So you can go on IMDb, you can check what characters they're playing, and just looking up on Google, look up the character that Hugh Jackman plays, and you can just research and find out more if you want to know more than just the movie. But if you want to know about this crazy embezzlement scam, then watch this movie. It's quite interesting. I don't think it's amazing, but it keeps you interested, that's for sure. And I don't know, when it's a true story, it just elevates it, at least for me anyway. The fact that, like, no matter what the story is or how interesting it is, when you realize it actually happened, or it's based on something that actually happened, you're just like, oh, okay. I mean, it keeps you interested. You're just like, wow, stuff like this actually happened. It's crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, a lot of the scenes are done so well. There's a scene where Hugh Jackman's character is there in a room with a woman. Can't remember her name. I think was it another teacher? I've forgotten already. But she was with a kid who wanted to read something out to him, and this scene escalated to places that were not too good. That's for sure, dialogue-wise, anyway. But yeah, I think this scene was a good example of how a character can, how a usually confident character can like break down. You know, all it takes is one bad day for a character to, for a person to lose it, to snap. And in this scene, it was portrayed quite well by Hugh. But yeah, I have not much else to say really. Just that. But it's an interesting movie. I'm not sure if I recommend it, to be honest. Either you'd like it or you'd hate it. But it was quite interesting, that's for sure. So yeah, there we go. If you commit a major crime, you'll get a movie made about you eventually. Starring Hugh Jackman. It's so true though, isn't it? Like, there's so many, like, there's serial killers, there's all these crazy scams, there's harassment claims over the years, and some of these things get movies made out of. That's just how it is. If you commit a crime, a big crime, then there's a chance there's be a movie about you at some point in America. That's yeah, but this isn't the worst of the crimes that you can make a movie about. So yeah, it was quite interesting. I'm surprised they chose this particular thing for a story, but I think it would resonate more with people that were directly affected by it. I'm sure those people would be particularly interested in this movie. I'd like to know what they would think of it. Like, the people who experienced this, the people who were actually school kids at the time. They're obviously going to be adults by now. I wonder what they would think seeing this movie. I do wonder. I feel like we get the best opinion from them, as in what happens. The other teachers as well, if they're still around, even the actual people that embezzled. But that's for another discussion. This is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day and see ya.